Hey guys, Jingle87 here, and we are back for episode number 4 of our Shoutout series. This episode is going up a little bit sooner than normal. I've been doing about one a week, but this one's somewhat of a special episode, and you'll understand what I mean in a moment once I show you who I have given a shout out to. I wanted to make sure I can shout out these people as soon as possible, to direct attention to their channel. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get into the rules. And that's going to be right over here in our rule room, in our ocean monument. Rule number 1 is that you have to subscribe to me, Jingle87. That's me. Yeah, pretty simple rule, right? If for some reason you've subscribed to me and your subscriptions are hidden, that's totally okay. Just let me know, or send me a message or comment or something like that, and I'll believe you. It's an honor system. So, but yeah, that's rule number 1. If you want to get a shout out yourself. The whole point of this series, of course, is to promote other channels, and I'm going to be promoting channels that I think have great content, and just basically channels that follow these rules also. So we're going to get into it by that, and this is how you get to do that. This is the first rule that you absolutely have to follow. It's just pretty simple. Subscribe to me, and I'll subscribe to you back, and it'll be awesome, and we'll get you a shout out if you follow the next rules. Speaking of, rule number 2, you have to let me know that you want a shout out. And that's pretty simple. You can do that by commenting on one of my videos, sending me a private message. You can do that from under my channel page. If you click About, there's a place where you can send a message to me or to anybody on their YouTube channel. But just let me know that you want a shout out. And it could be commenting on any of my videos too. It doesn't have to be this particular video. It could be one of my old shout out videos. I monitor all my comments, so just let me know. And if for some reason I haven't gotten back to you recently or something, I think I'm pretty timely with my responses, but just keep asking me. Don't like go crazy spam me or anything, but keep asking me and I will get to you. Rule number 3, this is the most important rule. It's also potentially the easiest, is just give me a shout out. Now that can go in a couple different ways. You can, if you want to go crazy, and a couple people have done this and they're super awesome for doing so, you could make me a video, just a brief video saying like, hey, this video is a shout out for Jingle87, check out his channel, these are the kind of videos he has, blah blah blah, anything like that. People have done that, and that's amazingly awesome, super humbling. I really 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 appreciate that. That's like the biggest compliment anybody could ever give me. I'm not asking you to do that though. If you want to get a shout out, you can, but I'm not requiring that. You can give me a shout out through that way. You can also just maybe put my channel in your description, maybe just link to it and say, oh, by the way, check out this guy. It could be as simple as that, just briefly mentioning me in the middle of one of your other videos that you just normally do. It could be anything. You could even, if you don't make videos yourself and you just kind of want to shout out because you think it's cool, you want to be part of the series, that's totally cool too. You can just shout me out by basically sharing the link to one of my videos or my channel or anything like that. You can share it on Facebook, on Twitter, Reddit, like anything like that. Just sharing that link is another way. Just let me know what you do and how you've done it. Any of the above will work. Just send me a message or write me a comment telling me that you've done it. I'll check it out and we should be good to go. I mean, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple, right? Well, there are a couple more rules that you can actually do to get a little bit higher up on the list, because I have had several people in certain weeks where I have more people that need a shout out than I can do because I only do 4 per episode. So if you want to make yourself be even higher on that list, you can do a couple other things for some bonus points. You can subscribe to all the people who I give shout outs to. Now I have included the people in each episode in the description that I'm shouting out to, and I'm also putting their links on my channel. So if you want to see all the past shout out subscriptions or shout out channels that I want you to subscribe to, you can either go to my channel and they're listed there on the sidebar. There's so many of them now that you have to click show all, but you can do that and it'll show all of the ones that I have on there that I've ever shouted out. Or you can just go watch all the old videos and subscribe to them there too. Just basically let me know that you've done this, and that's going to put you even higher on the list. It's definitely appreciated, and that's really the main reason for doing this series, is so that you can subscribe to these channels that I'm shouting out, because I think that they're great, and I want you guys to check them out, and I think they deserve subscribers. So just subscribe to them, and even if you don't want a shout out, I still say subscribe to them. That's the point of my series. Just I want to get great content promoted out there. So that's the point of this. If you want to get really big bonus points, you can be consistently active on my channel, and by that I mean comments. So, you know, if you're commenting on a lot of my videos, giving me feedback, saying what you like or don't like, or answering my comment questions, in my single-player vanilla survival series, I've got a comment question on each episode where you can answer it in the comments below, and it's just something super simple. Like, you know, what's your favorite block in Minecraft, or, you know, tell me about a cool story of like when you lost a ton of diamonds, you know, things like that. Fun stories like that. If you guys answer those comments, not only would you be higher on the list for getting a shout out in this series, but I'm actually going to include you in my single player series. I have a great idea for building this grand arena or library or something where I'm going to basically just like keep everybody's comments in books and put them as part of my world, and eventually I'll put that world up for download or put it on a public server or something like that. We'll have to see. And then you can go check it out yourself, so you can see yourself be a part of the world that I've built and that you've had the pleasure of watching the whole time too with me. So that'll be really fun. Just kind of a fun idea I've had. But yeah, those are the rules. If you want a shout out in this series, let me know if you have any questions. But that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get started with our first shout out. And like I mentioned, this is a special episode. So this shout out, the shout outs in this episode, these people didn't specifically necessarily give me a shout out, but I really wanted to promote them for a couple of reasons. The very first reason, you'll see here, the very first shout out I have is for Bretski Plays Minecraft. So he is a really awesome YouTuber. He's got a ton of different series. The most important thing of why I'm giving him a shout out is because he recently invited me to take part in his SMP server series. It's called the Casual SMP. He started a new world, and he and the person who will be shout out number 2, spoiler alert, both play on this server, and I've had a pretty fun time just playing with them the past couple days, getting things started, and people have been liking that series so far, so it's pretty cool. It's a good thing all around. But he has some really great content himself. I actually found out about him before even joining the server. I've been watching his videos for a little bit now. He's got a ton of different Minecraft series. He's got this really... Okay, so the other day I actually watched this series. It was like, I think it was episode 1 of the series where it was called Egg Wars, and I have never heard of that before. It's like a mini game in Minecraft, basically. Kind of along the lines of survival games, that kind of a thing where you're trying to outlast the other people and kill people on another team and such. But it was really, really entertaining. I started watching the video, and it was 48 minutes long, and I thought, okay, I've never heard of Egg Wars before, but I'm going to check it out because, you know, I'm curious what this Egg Wars is. What does this even mean, right? So I checked it out, and I thought, well, I'll just watch a couple minutes. I ended up watching all 48 minutes. I was totally hooked. I watched the whole thing. Bretski on here, he played with his friend, who is the next shout out, and they together were hilarious, super entertaining. It was a really, really fun episode. So yeah, check out all of his videos. Check out his videos of the Casual SMP. He has his own perspective. We each do videos on it. They're probably a little bit more active than I am on the server. That's just because I'm super busy, but they have a lot of great content as well. They've done factions in the past. Like, yeah, so definitely check him out. And also check out shout out number 2, Bobby Tom. So that is Bretski Plays Minecraft's partner in crime. They both have they're both friends in real life, and they play together a lot. Like I said, they both have videos on each other's channels. Bobby Tom just started his own channel, so he has a couple videos on there now. He has several episodes of the Casual SMP himself put up there, so we're all playing on that server together. So definitely check out both of these two guys. Check out their videos of the server. Check out my videos of the server. I think it's a pretty fun series so far. Hopefully you guys like it. And check out the rest of their content as well. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. They both have really great content. So I just wanted to give a special shout out for both of them. I wanted to do it as soon as possible because we've recently started playing, and I just wanted to put this shout out episode up there for them to draw people's attention to the server as soon as possible, because yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Check out their channels. Alright, now before I go to shout out number 3, shout out number 3 is someone who I have watched for a very, very long time. I'm not going to show you guys yet. It's right over there. Shout out number 3 is for a very, very special person on YouTube. They're one of the people who first got me excited about watching Minecraft videos on YouTube. They are actually the very first Minecraft video I ever watched on YouTube, and that's why I wanted to give them a shout out. They're so famous that they have probably never even heard of me. That would be incredible if they ever saw any of my content, but they've never even heard of me, I'm sure. I really, really like them, though. I'm a huge fan, and like I said, I've been with them for a very long time. I haven't been with them from the beginning of when they started playing, but when I started playing Minecraft, I went back and rewatched all of their Minecraft videos just because I really enjoy the content, and they're also one of the people who inspired me to make videos myself and kind of got me thinking, hey, you know what, I could do this. Like, I could do something similar to this. This would be really awesome. And this person is the grandfather of them all, CoStar. If you guys have been watching Minecraft videos for a very long time, CoStar is like one of the very, very first people that ever did Minecraft videos on YouTube. He has a really, really awesome series called Co's Quest that he started. It's like 200 and some episodes long. It's the most epic thing I've ever seen. Like I said, that episode, that whole series, I actually went back and watched every episode because I loved it so much. Like I was just so into it because he started way back in, I think like way back in alpha, maybe like really, really, really long time ago. Like I think like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. Long time ago. He's been playing forever, and you can see as he kind of goes through, a lot is different in the game of Minecraft from when he very first started his series. Some of the blocks are different. There weren't as many blocks. There wasn't much variation. Like you pretty much could just build with oak wood and cobblestone. Like that's all your options were to build stuff with. But he made amazing creations out of it. He had some really cool, fun adventures. Traveled all over this epic world. He actually put his world up for download periodically throughout and kind of updated it. So like once I finished watching all 200 episodes, I downloaded the world save file and hopped on myself, just kind of explored what I had just spent 200 episodes watching, and it was just a really cool moment. I can't recommend CoStar enough. I just want to give him a special shout out since this is a special episode. Just to say, you know, if you guys have never heard of CoStar, that would be surprising, but it's possible. If you have heard of CoStar, you know what I'm talking about. If you've never heard of him, please check him out. He's doing a lot of cool stuff now. He doesn't do as much Minecraft anymore. He does a lot of Twitch streaming, and he also does, like, he's doing some stuff with, like, creating his own digital content. I think he's trying to come up with, like, an animated series based on Co's Quest that he, like, wants to do himself. He's getting into some, like, animation and stuff, so check out CoStar. He's got a lot going on. I wanted to make sure I gave him a special shout out. My final shout out is for another very special YouTuber, again, super famous. I have no doubt that he's never even heard of me, but he is like my favorite YouTuber, my favorite Minecraft YouTuber, personally. I just really like his playstyle, I like his commentary, I like his inventions that he comes up with. I just really enjoy all of his videos, and that is EthosLab. He's also been playing for a super, super long time. He and Co have played together at different points in time. I mean, these guys are like kingpins of the Minecraft YouTube community. Like, they've been around for so long. Etho has started out, he has a single player series that he is still doing today. He started somewhere back, like almost back as far as Co. Like, it was like you could basically just build with cobble and wood. Like, it was really old. It might have been alpha, I don't remember for sure. Beta, something like that. But he is still going with that series. It's over 400 episodes now. It's just insane and mind-blowing. Like, I've been trying to catch up with all the old episodes of his, and I've only made it partway through, so I'm still watching those episodes. But I also watch a lot of his current content too. He does more than just Minecraft. He does Terraria. He does like a lot of other types of games as well. But he's still very active in the Minecraft community as well. He was a big part of the Mindcrack server. If you guys have ever seen any of the Mindcrack episodes, I'm sure you have. They're like I would say the most famous SMP server out there. They've done like several different seasons of it, and a bunch of different YouTubers. I actually enjoy all of the guys on there pretty much. Like, I really like all of their content. But Etho is the one that I kept coming back to, and whenever I was watching things that were happening on the Minecraft server, I would watch it from Etho's perspective before anybody else's, because I just really loved his take on things. I loved his perspective. I loved his commentary. He's really fun to watch. So he's my favorite Minecraft YouTuber. So I want to give him a special shout out as well in this special episode. So yeah, that's the end of this series. Not this series, this episode. Hopefully it's not the end of this series, though. Right now, at this exact moment, I don't have anybody else who has told me that they want a shout-out. So if I don't get any more, then I may end this series. I mean, this series may just be on hold perpetually. I may do more. I'm totally down for doing more. All you gotta do is let me know. Even if there's just 1 or 2 people, I'll probably do another special episode like this where I highlight one or two people who want a shout out and give a couple other special shout outs for people that like this that I've just really enjoyed watching. I'll figure something out, but definitely let me know if you want a shout out. And if you do follow the rules, I guarantee you I will give you a shout out. Even if it's a long time in the future, like you can still let me know, and I will do everything that I can to just give you a shout out again. Yeah. So with that being said, this is the end of the episode. I'm going to sign off right now. So thank you guys for watching. Check out everybody that I have mentioned in here. Subscribe to all of them. Especially check out the first two shoutouts, Bretsky Plays Minecraft and Bobby Tom, as we continue on the casual SMP right now. And make sure you check out CoStar and Ethos Lab if you haven't already, because like I said, they're my favorite YouTubers, pretty much. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have a great day, and let me know if you want a shout out. All right, catch you guys later.